decision, Israel.
Yeah, well, that's facts. I mean, this is what happened.
Marvin stepped up, so yeah, I like to be an active champion, and I guess he likes to get actively beat again.
Punch him in the face and knee him in the mouth, because this guy needs to pay for every single bullshit he said about me, and all the dumb little, what do you call it, the petty little shit he's done. Even though I'm petty myself, but I never really, put it on him the way I should have. So I mean, his time will come.
Do it again. Do what I already did the first time. Just do it again, and then do what I attempted to do in my last fight. Yeah. I just accept things the way they are, and the things that I can control.
I think if you know, you know. And I've always said that, like, before it became cool, I was always saying that, like, if you know, you know. And some people just try and shy away from it, like they have greatness bestowed upon them, but they're scared of failure, but they also scared of succeeding. They're scared of success. Definitely. So if you know, you know. And for me, I just knew, like, I can do this thing because blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it is. I just have it. And I'm like, cool, it's been bestowed upon me. I'm not gonna shy away from it. I'm just gonna own it. And, like I said, even in my Halberg speech, I was talking about, the top-uppy thing, and I got a little bit of flack for that. I got some praises as well, but I got a little bit of flack for that because people don't believe it. It's actually a thing in New Zealand. But in my head, I'm like, you guys are in your little perch mansions in Herne Bay, so you don't understand what it's like out here in the streets. But yeah, so for me, when I first did the show, I was saying everything I wanted to do. There's a method to my madness. Like, if I put it out there, I have to do it. So my brain, even subconsciously, is gonna do every single thing in its power to make it happen, because then I look like a eat-ass, and no one wants to look like a eat-ass. So I was just like, that's why the methods, I say what I want to do, and people, oh, what a cocky cunt, this guy thinks he's a man. But I'm just saying it just so I can, my word is bond. I have to hold myself accountable for the things that I said. That's the thing with me. I have to keep the same energy that got me to this point, and I keep saying this. It sounds silly, but I do forget I'm the champ all the time, just because of the way I carry myself, the way I conduct myself out of the gym, out of the octagon, and I have to remind myself, oh, that's right, you're this dude, you're that guy. So yeah, the world around me changes, but I keep the same energy since day one. I like being alone with my own thoughts. I like pondering. I like being in my own head. I like using my imagination. I've said this before, expressing yourself authentically, you know what I mean? And even before the Melbourne fight, 243 UFC, I said, when I'm having fun, I'm the best in the world. When I'm having fun. And I've been getting to that point lately where it's just easier to just surrender to everything. Don't give a Mickey Mouse, sorry. don't care about the outcome, nothing like that. But I just want to have fun. And I know when I'm having fun, I'm the best in the world. I've done the right things, put it that way. I've done the right things because I've prepped for this. Like, I've thought about this for the last how many years. So I've prepped for things outside the cage and in the cage. In my kickboxing career, it got to a point before my first loss, and that was a judge's.
Yeah,
like they did one of those ones in China to me because I was the B-side at the time. But I was always like, cool, I just win a fight. I watched the fight maybe once, twice. Early on, when I first started fighting, my first fight, I watched it for like 6 months straight. Yeah. Almost every day, just amazed. Like, and then by my 20th fight, I'd be like, right, next. Cool, fight again, next. And I was always, so it was just like, oh, whatever, next. And even my UFC debut, same thing. I fought like 5 times in 1 year. Oh, well, 1 year and a day, but I say I rounded up to 1 year. So, but I had to like pause at some point. So I think after my silver fight, was it silver? Either silver or Gastelum fight. I had to pause and be like, right, smell the roses. Like, take a look at what you've done. And I look back and I'm like, shit, I've done a lot. So you're always going to the next thing, onto the next thing. Like, cool, next. I can win. It feels good. I fucking love winning. I hate losing. Like, trust me, every time I'll take winning over losing. But you learn a lot from a loss. But a loss as well can definitely put you in some dark places, especially in this game, because I'm bearing my all to the world. Like the Whitaker fight, still to this date, 60,000 people or 57,000 plus or something, the biggest attendance in UFC history. And I come out there with my boys, crumping, dancing. And for me, I wanted to authentically express myself to my truest form so I can stay true to myself as art, my self-expression. Because back in the day when we first started doing this shit at City Focus and Rotorua, people was walking around laughing at us like, look at these cunts, what are they doing? Because we didn't know what we were doing. We just felt the vibe of Rise, you know? So for me, it was like a big fuck you to all those cunts that were like back then laughing at us or whatever. And also for me, it was also just a way of expressing my truest form. It gave me power. Like the little, hints to the Naruto, the weebs, doing all my stuff, Spirit Bomb. When I put my hand up there and all my team behind me put their hand up, I felt I did this. Because I took the spirit. And I told some of my friends as well, when you see my hand go up, I don't care where you are in the world, where you're watching it, put your hand up. I told them, I was like, put your hand up. I want to feel you. So when I did that, people think it's all fun and games. I'm crazy. I believe this shit.
Yeah.
And the mind does not know what's the difference between reality and fantasy sometimes. So it really empowers me. And I walked out there and I was just like, I was feeling myself, man. And to go out there and then in a sea of Aussies, have little pools of Kiwis, be able to rejoice and tear that place down. And my whole team as well, Dan and Brad, 3P. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. If I had lost, because I put myself out there, I raised the bar. If I had lost, I would have been in a dark place. But I like to risk it for the biscuit. You know what I mean? Like you risk it and you win and it felt so good, but it's short-lived. It is short-lived, he's right. And like if I've had some losses in my time to put me in some dark places, but then I realized that my people still love me. Like I said, my fans still love my family still loves me, my dogs still love me. So, but then losing stays with you sometimes. But are you gonna let it keep you down, or are you gonna let it mean something and use it to work off, build yourself? Because every time I've lost in my career in kickboxing, I come back and knock the guy out. Every single time I've lost in kickboxing, I always come and I fuck the next person up, and yeah, I use it for something. Yeah.
This game, I don't have long in this game. I want to fight as much as I can while I still can. You never know. Like, I fought over 100 fights in my career, so yeah, I realize, even though I look young, I'm kind of like in the stride of my prime right now. I still feel I want to leave the game before the game leaves me. So yeah, while I'm here, while I'm hot, while I'm fresh, stay fighting.